Hello there everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Final Fantasy XIV. Playing as, of course, Yuri Yascaret, and in the last stream, or the last video, depending on how you're watching this, we were trying to do the Cardinal Virtues. Of course, they turned out to be chain quests, and wanting us to go to regions we hadn't yet actually explored in the main storyline. All were locked behind main storyline progression. So, I thought I'd take a pause from that and actually continue, well, the main storyline. We are going to be playing as our level 76 Dark Knight to continue the story progression, since it's fitting to the theme of being a warrior of darkness. And yeah, we're going to go forwards from here. I've had a few days break from the main storyline, so I may need to refresh my head about what's going on. I do know we defeated one of the Light Wardens in the region of Lakeland as it was attacking a village, and that's of course probably going to have upset the balance with the other regions, realizing that the Sin Eaters aren't unbeatable, because anyone who defeated a Light Warden prior to that absorbed all of their ethereal light energy and became the Light Warden themselves. Whereas us, the former Warrior of Light, now titular Warrior of Darkness, can absorb that power. So, here we are, Dark Knight. I do like Dark Knight. It doesn't have as much, I suppose, damage migration that the Paladin may have. It may not exactly possess the same amount of DPS that a warrior used to be able to deal out, but tanking classes have had a bit of a switch. Some of their skills have been removed, so I'm not sure how the balance is right now. All I know is that the Dark Knight has been fun to play. I've been doing a few runs of Heaven on High in the background. I've been doing some of the daily roulettes, and apart from one or two times when either I've overpulled or the healer hasn't been ready to just focus heal, I haven't had much problem. So yeah, here we are. And the Dark Knight does have some good AoE potential. It's got its own AoE ground here. So yeah, gonna have a bit of fun. And let's continue the main storyline a little. And here we are. An unwelcome guest. The manager of suites is wearing a grave expression. Oh. Eulmoran is investigating the situation in Lakeland. Well, we always knew Eulmoran were going to react in one way or the other, since Lord Vaffery can claim to control the Sin Eaters. Of course, we know that control is via feeding people to keep them sated, I suppose. I wonder if the Exarch is going to consider this an invasion.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Eulmoran has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
My lord, I am come with the Eulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
We could just say no. We could actually not answer, pretend we're not in.
A moment, Captain, if you would.
Oh well, so much for that idea.
Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish. Enter.
You may not want Eulmoran to know who the Warrior of Darkness is.
Well, well. The commander of the Eulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Eulmor's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthri, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Eulmor considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthri. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Eulmor's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Eulmor's army since before Vorthri's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin-Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Eulmor chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphinaud, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Eulmor has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Eulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia. It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Eulmor before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Generations of Minfilias. Yeah, pardon?
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Meren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphinaud, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
Oh, they know about it as well.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
So, yeah, Eulmor are on the offensive, it seems. Okay, back to the library, also known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. illustrated tale of the Oracle of Light. Also, I forgot to mention, apologies in advance, I do have my desktop fan accompanying me, as it is rather warm once again. This is where the book was meant to be. As our eyes were beginning to blur, we found the book indeed. Okay, back up to Morin we go. Intended for younger readers, this tome featuring winsome illustrations tells the beloved tale of the Oracle of Light. 3 guesses as to who may have rescued Minfilia. That's true, she also has the Blessing of Light. The Crystarium's going to declare war prior to Eulmoran doing it? You're going to be fighting the Eulmorian army. That's, well, that's interesting. See if any new quests have opened up. Not yet. Okay. Ooh, item level 395 gear. The Exarch is eager to delve into the details of his proposal.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. It was not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Eulmoran a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Eulmoran. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Eulmoran's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Eulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Eulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Eulmoran's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Eulmoran wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. Siege your preparations.
So what are we going to be doing in the meanwhile, if you didn't want us to get involved?
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
I guess we're becoming soldiers of the Crystarium. Or at least LSA, maybe. Okay, I guess we're going to be wearing some Crystarium armor. Is there an easy way to get to Catless? She's on the upper level, isn't she? Might have been easier to go up to the Rookery. Oh no, the Crystalline Mean actually would be up there. That's right. Bit of a thunderstorm going on right now. Okay, let's go grab our serum and then back up to the rookery, it seems. Can I just jump over this railing? The Prince's Kiss. This foul-tasting serum grants resistance to the effects of dream powder. No. So we have the 395 headgear. Alright. Logistics of war. Zem Demai has a task for you, should you be willing. Okay. So if we do this delivery for him, we can then take the Amaro further to where we need to meet. Hey, we have a little bit of flight. Let's follow this road northwest. Okay. We have enough Amaro there, and we can take it further to the Imperative. As you can see, I already unlocked the Aether right here. We've also unlocked all the Aether currents in Lakeland, bar 1. Ooh, bar 1. Oh, I didn't realize I was missing one. I thought that was all of them. Oh, well. So where's this last Aether current to the north? Ah, it's relatively close by. Let's go grab it before we speak to Yina. It's gonna be up there, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Right. Gonna do a bit of dropping to grab that Aether current, it seems. Dropping from where is the question? Here, maybe? Yes. Well, that was lucky. As I say, I couldn't recall if they had changed the mechanic that if you were out of combat and fell, would you die or would you be reduced to 1 health? I guess they kept that mechanic. Good. We'll see if our armor has arrived. We have an item level 400 weapon. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we have a whole new series of quests here. The Imperative. See, these will likely unlock more Aether currents for this region. In fact, all 3 of them might actually unlock Flight and Lakeland. Okay. Let's have a look at these quests before we plan this operation. Hopefully, the Eulmoran army doesn't set themselves back to Eulmor in the meanwhile. An unreasonable request. Tiana appears to be confused about your identity. Take all of these unlockable quests just to see if we can unlock Flight before we pick up any of the other side missions that are available. Because if we can unlock Flight, it'll make oh, there we are. Make our life just a little bit easier. Synod here, Imperative repairs. Synod could use a hand in doing some much needed repairs. Okay. Need to do a couple of repairs using this mortar. Looking around here before we... It's going to be on the upper level, no doubt. Let's have a quick look around here. Yeah, most likely up the ramp we'll have to go. Unless there's some around this corner as well. Not that I can see. And where is the last spot? There we are, happy days. Let's see if we can not kill ourselves with this fall. Just in case I was wrong with the mechanic. Okay, we're down to 1 health. Nice. Well, happy to help. Let's speak to the sentry captain. The astute Amaro. The sentry captain fears for the fate of one of his men. Okay. The Amaro might know where his rider was left. Oh, hey. Oh, we were given this healing salve. That's the wrong button. Right, head on to... where is it again? Radisca's Round for that supply run. And then with that, we should, yeah, unlock flight in the Lakeland region. Guessing the individual is still above me. Ah, indeed they are. A piece of parchment detailing an extensive array of building materials and other supplies that are needed at the Imperative. Okay, so Mines here is going to prepare the order and asks us to take it back. Says while we're waiting, speak to maybe the soldiers here and learn more about the situation. Yeah, the structure has certainly seen better days. Well, there is actually someone up on the upper level. grab our supplies. Oh, okay. So this is a new, like, chain quest, I suppose. You've got the Tatch. Mines would be most obliged if you could make the delivery on his behalf. Okay, back to Tiana we go. We can teleport over to the Imperative and unlock flight there. Let the Sentry God Captain know that we found his fellow Sentry. And there we go. We have attuned ourselves here in Lakeland. We finally unlock flight in this region. Awesome. Here's your supplies. Okay, let's see how else we can help out the people here at the Imperative. We have Psyquesh. Beers for Fears. Psyquesh is concerned about morale at the Imperative. So this beer is called Flatulent Stranger. This popular ale was named after one of the regulars in the establishment where the brew was perfected. Rumors that said patron was also involved in the carbonation process were unfounded. That's a canny telescope. Would you like some flatulent stranger? Since we're up here, it seems this individual may have a need of us. All that heavenly glory. Icecar has a need for seeds. guess we can certainly look into that as well while we're handing out some flatulent stranger. He wants us to deal with some lake ammonies. So Suluk here thinks thinks the guards are kind of running a skeleton crew. There's not enough of them. Oh, do you like some beer? Okay, so we're going to be looking out for some seeds, but while we're here, Inglorious Bath Stewards. So Luke looks at you with a mixture of admiration and concern. Okay. He's told us about a bathhouse, which would be good to de-stress. The seeds gathered as well. telescope was made prior to the flood to observe the constellations, but of course was being used to watch out for sin eaters. Now, of course, with the return of night here in Lakeland, the telescope can be used for its original purpose once again. Okay, hot springs here. So there's a couple of people taking advantage of the hospitality of the place. Yep. Well, it did say the elves were originally here from Lakeland. Buster B wouldn't mind a few more gods here, just in case people do get a bit too rowdy. And then there's one other quest that looks like we can pick up in the imperative before the operation is to go ahead. Loot justice mode. Leffenmeyer is sick to the back teeth with thieving scoundrels. So he wonders if the thieves are being sold the weapons by one of the guards, or are they just able to sneak into the imperative and claim the weapons? Oh, hi. I'll be taking these weapons, thank you. One piece taken from the stockpile that could have found its way out of the Hostile Imperative in any number of ways. Okay. Speak to Lena. Helped her guards out here at the outpost. Is there any other quests we need to do? I mean, of course, there's one back over at Fort Job, which became unlocked when we went back to the Crystarium. We'll do that at some point. Ooh, hello. Ah, the Crystarium armor. Item level 1. With the operation fast approaching, Lena means to put you to work. Okay. Amara fodder dosed with the serum Prince's Kiss. The Amara was happy. I'm guessing not all of them will be so. The Amara reels at the smell, but accepts the food nonetheless. Okay, get prepared for the operation. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamoured. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Duty calls, will you commence battle for the Oracle of Light? Will be synced down to level 72, item level 395.
Keep moving. What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Sound the alarm!
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Oh, there's Alphino.
For the Crystarium!
Oh, LSA.
On guard. Give them a show!
Are we going to be able to make it in time? I guess the general's trying to get her out. Frankrin's been teaching her how to use his twin blades as daggers. Hopefully this is not going to be like the starting fight with Xenos. Paralyzed her.
Why do you persist in this folly? It's over!
you, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Eulmoran.
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
What? Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Break!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Eulmoran dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
Think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
Hey, that's the original Garlean Emperor.
But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Oh, great. I have a feeling that he's going to be setting his sights on Minfilia.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Ilmeg.
We should be safe enough here.
So, no hello? It's been a while.
It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Eulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Eorzea has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Eorzea's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Eulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Eorzea. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Eulmor. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let's have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ah, the mischievous Fae. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. A reasonably large area to explore here, Ilmeg. Okay. What we'll do is, this is a good place to take a break. What we'll do is try not to get into a fight with any of the local beasties. We'll take a break here. When we come back, I guess we'll try to rendezvous with Yascaret. And yeah, it seems like Thancred is somewhat the adoptive or surrogate father to the younger Minfilia now, and scolding her for getting them into trouble. Obviously we'll learn more about that relationship and what the Ascian there seems to may have planned. Great. Either way, thank you all for joining me. This of course has been AnthWolf playing more Final Fantasy XIV. And when we come back, we will explore Ilmeg, unlock some Aether Currents, and see what the Pixies may have in store for us. But, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. As I say, hopefully I'll see you for more in the future. Till then, bye bye now.